Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video lecture, we'll understand the arrays in C programming here. So first we'll understand the definition of array. So array is a collection of same type of data or values which are stored in consecutive memories here. So first we need to understand why this array has been introduced in C programming here. Suppose consider I want to add the 100 numbers to be added each others. So that time it is not feasible or it is not correct also that I need to declare the 100 variables in C programming here, right? So to avoid this concept, so array has been introduced here. So here array is a collection of n number of same data type numbers or values, so which are stored in consecutive memories here. Understood? So now coming to the type of arrays. So the type of arrays are one dimensional array and multi-dimensional array here. So multi-dimensional array is also called as, sometimes it is also called as the two-dimensional arrays here. So now coming to the one-dimensional array here. So one-dimensional array is the simplest array, so which has only one row, that is a linear list, so which stores the same type of data in consecutive memories here. Now we will understand how we are going to declare this one-dimensional array in C programming here. So first we need to declare the array with the data type, then array name, then in the square bracket we need to specify the size of an array here. So here data type indicates what? The type of array here. So the different data types in arrays are integer, double, then character and strings here. So this specifies what? The type of data which the array holds here. Let us consider an example. So in this example, that is int a of 100. So what it indicates? So first field, that is data type, which is of an int, then a of 100, the name of array is a, and the size of array is what? 100 here. So here I can have the 100 integer numbers in this array can be stored consecutively, right? So the data type is what? The integer. Okay, so this indicates what? So this array stores integer data type values here. If suppose if I declare char a of 20, so this indicates what? The array can hold the character data types and the size is what? The 20 here. So we can have the 20 characters can be stored in this array here. Okay. Now let us understand how we are going to initialize the arrays here. Methods of initializing one dimensional array. So here array can be initialized statically one by one and in a single statement or dynamically using loop statements here. So consider an example, that is a data type array, then array size, which means that array of type data type and of size array size is declared and its initialization can be explained as below. First type, initialization in a single statement can be done as below. So int array of 4 is equal to 22, 31, 45, 77, then close the brace. Then which means that an array of a type integer and of a size 4 is having 4 elements in it, and the number of elements in array should not be greater than the array size here. Then in the second example, int array. So here I am not specifying any size of an array. Then I am going to initialize it as 22, 31, 45, 77, which is the same as the above type of initialization, except that the size of array is not specified here, which means that array can hold any number of elements here. Then a second type of initialization of array elements one by one can be done as below. Consider the declaration int array of 4. So here array of 0 is equal to 22. So indicates that initialization of the first element is 22, which is stored in the memory location array of 0. Then array of 1 is equal to 31 indicates initialization of a second element and so on, and the last element is indicated by a of n minus 1, since the indexing is starting from the 0, where n is the size of the array, and here array of 3 is equal to 77 is the last element here in this example. Next type, initialization of array using for or while loop here. So let n be the number of elements in array. Consider an example: int array of 20 comma n comma I, then printf, enter the number of elements, that is n. Then how we are going to initialize using for loop is like this. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than I plus plus, then scanf read the array elements, that is scanf percentage d and ampersand array of I. So here it will read the number of elements in an array here. So this is initialization using the loop. Then initialization using the while loop, that is I is equal to 0, while I is less than n, then scanf read the elements, then increment the value of I. So this is what the initialization using the while loop here. So in the above examples, at the first iteration I is equal to 0, first element array of 0 is initialized to user given value. At the second iteration I is equal to 1, second element array of 1 is initialized to user given input, and is repeated till it reaches the last iteration, that is I is equal to n minus 1. Then the last element, that is array of n minus 1, is initialized. Okay. Okay, let us consider an example to understand the arrays in C programming. So here I am considering in a program which is used to read the array elements and to print the array elements here. Okay. So first we need to declare the headers. Okay, you are familiar with the headers, that is a standard input output, then console input output headers, then main function with the data type void. So this function does not return any values, hence I am declaring this as a what, void main here. Then declaration of an array, that is int array of 20. So here what it indicates, the data type is what, the integer data type. So that means this array which stores the integer data values in this array, and the size of array is what, 20. That indicates what, it can store 20 integer values which are stored consecutive memories here. Then I require the number of elements, then the I value. Okay, then the print, enter the number of elements. Okay, then it will print the message as what, enter the number of elements here. The next is what, we are going to read the n elements. How many elements I want to read here? Suppose I want to read 5 elements. So that time I'll give n is equal to 5 here. Okay. Then enter the elements here. Now we are going to read those 5 elements using the for loop here. Okay. So first we need to use the for loop, and initialization I is equal to 0, then I is less than n. Okay, so 0, I is initialized to 0, so 0 is less than n. What is the n value? That is 5. Yes, the condition true. Then read scanf percentage d. Why percentage d? This is the format specifier, because I am reading the integer values, so hence I need to declare the percentage d here. Then the address, that is ampersand array of I here. Okay, so the first element, that is 0th position, I value is what, 0, array of 0. First we need to read the first element, so which is array index is what, array of 0. So first element we need to read here. So first element I'll read it as 10 here. Okay, then the control has to go back to the for loop, because the condition still it is not what, false here. Alright, so until this condition becomes false, it go on executes here. Next, increment the value of I, that is I value become as a 1 here. 1 is less than n, yes. 1 is less than n, 1 is less than 5, yes. The condition true. Then read the element. Then I value is what, 1 here. So then the next array element will be of what, array of 1. So I'll read it as what? 20 here. Next, increment the value of I. So I value become what? 2. 2 is less than 5. The condition satisfies. Then read array of 2. Array of 2. I'll read it as a 25. Okay. Then the loop continues. Increment the value of I, that is 3. Right. So 3 is less than 5. As condition satisfied. Then read array of 3. I'll read it as 30. Then increment the value of I value becomes 4. 4 is less than 5. S condition satisfied. Then scan F, read the element as array of 4 is equal to 45. I will read, right? Then increment the value of I value become 5. So 5 is less than 5. No, the condition false here. So, right? So this ends the for loop here. Then the control will go to the next element, that is printf. So printf is what? Array elements are. Now it will print array elements are. How we are going to print? Using the for loop. Okay. So how we have read? So likewise we are going to print those values here. So first initialize I is equal to 0, right? Then 0 is less than 5. Yes. Then printf percentage d array of 0. It will print the value of array of 0 is what? 10. It will print it as 10. Next, I included slash n. That means the next value will be printed in the next line here. So now I value is incremented by 1. I is equal to 1. 1 is less than 5. The condition satisfied. Then printf. Then the value, that is array of 1. So array of 1 is what? 20. So it will be printed in the next line. Likewise, increment the value of I value become what? 2, right? So 2 is less than 5. Yes, condition is satisfied. Then print the array of 2. Array of 2 is what? 25. Likewise, it will print the next number 30 and it will print the number 45. So when I value become 5, so 5 is less than 5, the condition false. So that time it will exit from this loop and execute the next statements, that is get ch statement here. So this is how the array works here. So array is a collection of similar type of datas or values here. So in this example we have integer values which are stored in the consecutive memory locations. So how we are going to declare an array? So it is declared with the data type, right? So the data types are what? Integer, double, then we have the character, then we have the string here, then name of the array, right? So in this example I am giving the name of the array is what? Array itself. I can name anything. I can name A, B, C, even I can give my name or you can give your name, right? Then the array size, that is 20. So it can store the 20 integer values here. Getting my point? Okay. So this is the how the array works in C programming here. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.